and fun capital of the world, it's the Jackie Gleason Show. And away we go!
How sweet it is. That's beautiful. What is that? Ladies and gentlemen, our orchestra leader, Sammy Spears. Oh, no, Sam. No, that's too much, that coat. You've all heard of Tiger Rag. There it is. Good night. It was that expensive? Was there a big game hunt? Go and get that coat? Who's your tailor, Frank Buck? See, that is lovely. I gotta get one of those, Sam. You know, I gotta say this for Sam. He's proved to me that honesty is with us. There is honesty in the world today. Sam, earlier this evening, when you people were coming in, found a wallet containing $180 in it. And he gave it to me, and he said, would you please make this announcement? I said, I would. So we have the gentleman who lost this wallet with the $180 in it. If after the show he'll form a double line in the aisle over here... We have 23 elephants who are coming out at this time. They will be tying their tails
together. Excuse me, Mr. Gleason. This is Mr. Morgan Priel, who would like to say a few words to you.
Oh, thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Mr. Olson. Thank you, sir. On behalf of the American public, which is very tried and pleased, and we are the ones who found our own greatest statesman, I have a very important thing I would like to say to you due to the fact that we have a tour. Now, this great public has always seen that the medium of television has not only given a great amount of strength. How many people have said at one time, why do you tour without taking a tour? You wouldn't expect it to be great. And we know very well that you in your capacity has given a great amount of encouragement. And whether it is you or others who are part of the we realize what makes it a trade. But even last week on your television show, when you said, what is this photo we have of the film without thanksgiving? We knew it would be great. And many months ago, you also told the public that we are definitely a stand with what we have in Detroit. Well, that was great. So I have here an award that I would like to read to you, if I may, and it is most important.
Certainly.
Yeah. To Bob Hope.
This is the Gleason Show.
Why don't they tell me? Why do they always do that to me? That's the trouble with television of retracement. Not only you, but people who are watching say, this is not a television retracement. You have been given retracement. Even Bob Hope has no trouble, but we have given because what kind of a place is it? How do you know that those people...
One of the wonders of the modern kitchen is the garbage disposal. The housewife saves considerable time by merely placing her garbage in this machine, conveniently located in her kitchen sink. Many people have wondered just exactly how this intricate mechanism works. The American Scene magazine now takes you to a kitchen in a suburban home and shows you one of these garbage disposals. offers its customers many conveniences. One such convenience is the night depository, a small box located on the outside of the bank. Using this, a customer may deposit money in his account after the bank is closed for the day. We now show you this convenient banking service, the night depository.
Yes, isn't it? Shall we give it a go?
Oh, yes.
Pardon me, what is your name?
My name is Thatcher Morgan.
Thatcher Morgan. Mildew, milk toast, mussel, mackinaw. I'm sorry, but we don't have a reservation under the name of Morgan.
Reservation?
However, we had a cancellation which will permit me to accommodate you and the young lady. Oh, you dirty old... Right in. Now, may I suggest bringing the menu?
Oh, suppose we leave that to your discretion.
Oh, thank you, young lady. Give them extra, and they'll come back.
Delicious.
Delightful.
What guts?
My goodness, we'll be late for the theater. Wipe your nose. Can we have our check, please?
I'd be delighted to give you your check.
What a place here from.
There you are, sir.
$42.
And 39 cents.
$42.39.
Well, it's the location. We're Central Park South, you know.
Let me tell you something, young man. I'm not going to pay it.
Well, you give me no alternative but to call the authorities. Perhaps an evening in the Bastille will change your attitude.
All right. What's going on here?
We have two dead beats here, Clancy. I want to pay the Tabarini, throw them into Clink Town.
Okay, both of you, come along with me.
Clancy, some sugar for your horse.
Reggie! Reggie, darling!
Marie, my fiancée.
Oh, Reggie, I'm so proud of you for going to work.
I'm covered with sauerkraut, my dear.
Oh, you look lovely. Although I must say I do miss the old Reggie. Dashing, daring, devil-may-care man of the world.
Ooh.
Reggie, do you remember how it used to be? Oh, how I wish we could relive those years. Oh, do you remember the orchestra? Playing so beautifully our favorite song. Ta-dam, ta-dee.
Say no more, my sweetheart.
And our favorite bartender mixing our favorite cocktail.
Let's have a little music down now.
The American housewife loves a bargain. The American Scene magazine shows you a department store about to open, featuring a special sale on men's slacks.
Anything? Coming up. Huh? No, the guy was in last week, but he didn't fix anything. Just keeps running back and forth. I think I'll throw the pipes out now. Well, this has been a week for me, Mr. Dennehy, I'll tell you that. A little while ago, there's two guys in here, and they're talking to each other. So one guy says to the other guy, he says, what would you do if you found $1 million? He says, well, it all depends. If it belonged to a poor person, I'd return it. Imagine that. Donovan, the cop, was in a little while ago. He says to me, hey, he says, Joe, he says, I'm looking for a suspect. He says, a fat lady, and she's a nut. He says, so if a fat lady walks in here, call me. I says, well, have you got a picture of her so I'll know what she looks like? He says, no, but I'll give her a description of her. She's a fat dame, she's got red hair, she's 5 foot, she weighs 93 pounds. I says, wait a minute. How can a fat dame weigh 93 pounds? He says, I told you she was a nut. I don't understand. Must be spring coming back. That's what it is, Dennehy. I'm reading in this magazine here. You got a story about a carpenter. He's been a carpenter for 30 years and never smashed a finger. Makes his wife hold the nails. Look at this here. An ad and a one-ad thing. It says, man wanted to be in complete charge of interplanetary nuclear development of atomic photosynthesis branch of supersonic fission division of astronomic rocket projectiles. No experience necessary. Yes. Crazy? Oh, he's in the back. I'll call him out. Hey, Craze!
Hey, Joe. Hello, Mr. Daniel.
Well, how's the world been treating you, Craze?
Just terrific, Joe.
Yeah?
Spring is here.
Yeah, spring is here, all right.
I was walking through the park the other day, just walking along, whistling, listening to the birds. Then I walked down Highland Avenue, but then I see something with my eyes I can't believe. Right in the middle of the sidewalk is Rennie Callahan and his wife down on their hands and knees playing marbles. I walked over to him, I said, hey, Rennie, don't you think you and the wife are a little old to be playing marbles? He looks up at me real mad and he says, who's playing marbles? Me and the wife just had an argument. She's helping me pick up my teeth. Every time they get in a fight, you know, the mother-in-law comes over. Then she gets to the phone, she says, I'm coming over. So Rennie says, gee whiz, you're going to have somebody pick her up at the station. So Moriarty, the undertaker, I'll pick her up at the station in the hearse. But she wouldn't go for that. Every time she gets in there, you know, the flowers starts up her hay fever. So Rennie gets in touch with Duddy Dullison. He says, hey, Duddy, would you pick up my mother-in-law at the station at 3 o'clock and bring her over to my house for me, and I'll give you $5. Cash. Duddy says, okay, I'm ready to make $5. Then Duddy says, wait a minute. Supposing I get to the station and your mother-in-law doesn't show up. And Rennie says, in that case, I'll give you $10. Like Rennie tried to impress the mother-in-law, he throws a cocktail party for her. I I can't stand cocktails. I don't like them, Joe.
No?
No, I think that cocktails is the silliest invention they ever invented. You know what they do? They put whiskey in it to make it strong. Then they put water in it to make it weak. Tequila in it to make it hot. Ice in it to make it cold. Sugar in it to make it sweet. Lemon in it to make it sour. They raise the glass and say, here's to you, and they drink it themselves.
Come on, Craig. See you next week.
Okay, Joe.
See you next week, Mr. Guy.
From Miami Beach, the sun and fun capital of the world, it's the Jackie Gleason Show. And away we go!
How sweet it is.
Down in the pit. Down in the pit. Ladies and gentlemen, our orchestra leader, Sammy Spears. Sometimes a fellow will, oh, Marcel.
All right, Mr. G. My mother-in-law, she nags me morning, noon, and night. It's on account of you she nags me.
What have I got to do with it?
She says to me, why don't you get a decent job?
Well, what have I got to do with you getting a decent?
She says, why don't you ask your boss for a raise?
I should give you a raise because...
She says, why don't you change the part in your hair? Now, there's a brilliant remark.
No, it's not a brilliant remark.
Oh, it's not a brilliant remark.
No.
No, my mother-in-law's not entitled to her opinion, huh? You'll have to listen. Oh, now you're against free speech.
What have I got to do with free speech?
You don't care about the Constitution.
I
huh?
don't care about the Constitution.
The Bill of Rights is out, huh?
I like the Bill of Rights.
Patrick Henry is through.
I love Patrick Henry.
Oh, you don't care. You wouldn't say that. Everybody has a right to say what
I
they think.
say everybody has a right to say what they say.
You wouldn't tell the people to...
I tell them right here now.
Yeah, you'll tell-
Everybody's got a right to say what they think.
But you won't tell the people in Jersey.
I'll tell them in Jersey.
How about Commercy?
I'll tell them in Canarsie. I'll tell them anywhere.
You won't tell it out so the whole world can
I'll
hear it.
tell it to the whole world. You're allowed to free speech. Have free speech. Hello for Happy Henry. America, America. I love you. Free speech. Hooray for liberty. Hooray for liberty.
Get a load of the nut that my kids and I depend on for a living. Here's a lot of nice people sitting around having a good time. Everybody tending to their own business, and this rabble-rouser is trying to start a new revolution in his...
Get out!
Sit down, please. Think about that.
A little traveling music band. Ladies and gentlemen, the British Grenadier Guards, who have stood in front of Buckingham Palace for hundreds of years, have only been viewed by the public while on duty. However, the American Scene magazine has received thousands of requests to show you what the Grenadier Guards look like in his off hours. We now take you to the Grenadier Barracks outside of Buckingham Palace.
peacetime, the armed services of our nation are always at work. The American Scene magazine is privileged to take you now to a secret room in the Navy Department to witness a high-level peacetime strategy meeting. Doesn't act as though he cares, but deep inside, oh, I know he cares, and that is why I'm tied right by his side. As long as long as he needs me, as long as life is long, I love him right or wrong. I'll be strong as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know someone needs you. You love them so. I won't betray his though people say I've got to stay true, just as long.
Every husband fears the day when he has to take his wife out in the family car and teach her to drive. Because of this, one enterprising company came up with the idea to protect the husband, a practice-in-your-living-room car kit. It contains a steering wheel, shift stick, gas, and brake pedals. Using this, the husband can teach his wife the basic fundamentals of driving in the safety of his own home.
St. Day coming up, huh? You love it, baby. Huh? Ah, the usual things, you know, the nuts that run in here. The day a guy comes in here and he says, let me have a bourbon. So I give him a bourbon, he drinks it down, he goes like this. You know, like a nut. He says, let me have another one. I pour him another one, he drinks it down, he gives it. Then he pays me for the drinks and he starts to walk out. So I says, wait a minute, buddy. I said, I've been a bartender for years. I've never seen this kind of behavior. I said, if you hate liquor this much, which obviously you do, why do you drink it? He says, well, I'll tell you the truth. I'm on a diet. And I just had a big meal. And if I go home and my wife smells food on my breath, I'm dead. Oh, yeah, he's the back. I'll call him out. Hey, Craig!
Hi, Joe. Hello, Mr. Johnny. Hey, Joe, I got a cute riddle for you. How do you kill a purple elephant?
I don't know. How do you kill a purple elephant?
You shoot him with a purple elephant gun. How do you kill a white elephant?
You shoot him with a white elephant gun.
No, you hold his nose till he turns purple. Then you shoot him with a purple elephant. I feel so good. Guess who's back in town? Belly Laps Bailey. What a sense of humor he's got, Joe. Hey, he's such a funny-looking guy. I just have to look at him and I start laughing. He walks up to me and he grabs my hand and he says, Belly Laugh F. Bailey is the name. You remember me? I said, yeah. What's the F stand for? He said, football. When I was born, my father took one look at me and he kicked off. What a funny guy he is, Joe. And speaking of fun, whenever the SSS OFS get together, boy, they sure have a ball. Last week, they all went up to Bear Mountain for the winter sports. The SSOFS, that's the Smiling Sons of the Friendly.
I know what
Yeah, but this was a combined trip, Joe. You know, the Smiling Sons of the Friendly Shillelaghs have a branch, the DDOGG. That's the Darling Daughters of Dublin near Donegal. Yeah, and for the winter sports, they also invited their new branch, the CCCC. MMMDDODD. That means the congenial and conservative, conscientious country cousins of the merry mothers of the Darling Daughters of Dublin near Donegal's branch of the Smiling Sons of the Friendly Chalet. When we all got up to Bear Mountain, we went into the lodge. And the whole gang was there. We all went into the locker room, Joe, to put on our ski suits. Everybody was there. What fun. Vinnie Callahan, Dunny Dawson, Jimmy McHale, Carl Vitale, Nick Castle. Everybody was there,
Was
Joe.
Jimmy Prost there?
Yeah, Jimmy Prost. The Bucky Lobato says, hey, fellas, if you ask me, a ski suit is just a fancy name for long underwear. Bucky Lobato gets his ski suit all put on nice and says, fellas, I feel great. Boy, today I'm going to ski like I never skied before. I says, how's that, Buggy? He says, I don't know. I never skied before. Kenny Delange says, I just want to know one thing. I just want to know one thing. Suppose I'm going real fast down a mountain and one of my skis come off. What'll I do? Bookshelf Robinson says, don't worry, you'll do it.
See you next week, Freddie.
Okay, Joe.
See you next week, Mr. Donahue.